Happy Sabbath. How are you guys today? I'm seeing some familiar faces that I got to see last week. That's exciting. So, how many of you guys have older brothers and sisters? Do they boss you around? Sometimes. Well, I'm the oldest, so I get to do the bossing. But today I'm telling you guys a little story about a little boy named Davy. And you know what? He had 3 bigger brothers and sisters, so he's the baby of the family, right? And Davy lived on a little farm, and they loved helping their parents with their chores. They liked to get the eggs from the chickens. They liked to help wash the dishes. Do you guys help around the house with the chores? Yeah, that's nice. Well, one day the parents decided that they were old enough to watch the house on their own. So the parents had to go for a couple of days, and they said, you know what, Joanna, you're the big girl, you're in charge. And Davy went, no, she's the big bossy pants, right? So he was not happy about it. He's like, she ain't the boss of me. Well, parents left, and then guess what? What do you think they did? Joanna's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, eat ice cream, whatever. Don't worry about the chores. Davy was so excited. He had so much fun just playing all day, every day. And he's like, oh, this isn't so bad. Joanne's like my favorite big sister now. Well, the day came when the parents were going to come back. And Joanna's like, oh, no, we need to do all the chores, right? Because the parents are coming home. So she started bossing everybody around. She's like, okay, big brother, you go milk the cow. Little sister, go put the tools back in the shed so Dad finds it all nice and organized. But Davy, because he's so little, he's doing all the mediocre chores, like, hey, take out the trash, or go polish those shoes. Now, back in the day, when you polished shoes, you had a big brush and really black kind of tar sort of thing that you polish your shoes with so you can fill in all the scratches on there. And he was grumbling and mumbling, like, it's hot, I want ice cream, I don't want to polish my shoes. And she just kept bossing him around, and he got so mad, he threw the brush at his sister. What do you think happened? Do you think he hit his sister? Maybe. No, it missed her and hit the wall behind his sister. But here's the bad news. The wall was in the parlor. That's a fancy word for living room, where all the guests come in. So their mom had all the nice stuff in there. The wall was a beautiful white and golden wallpaper. And now there was this big black smudge on the wall. Oh, Davy was mortified. He ran and hid in the barn, and he started crying because he knew he would get into big trouble. Not only had he messed up the wall, but he wasn't listening to his sister like his parents told him to. So the parents came home, and they noticed Davy was kind of quiet around the dinner table, just didn't really eat, went and hid in his room. And the next day, he heard they had guests coming over. Oh, no, he would be in big trouble now, right? So he was hiding on the stairs, waiting to see what would happen. And the guests came in, and they were coming, wow, what a lovely parlor you have. Everything looks so nice. And Davy's like, wait, what? What do you mean? And he poked his head around the door, and there was nothing on the wall. And he's just like, oh, phew. I'm okay. And his mom's like, come in, say hi to the guest. Everybody was happy. And after the guests left, Davy looked at the wall, and he took a closer look, and he noticed there's a little outline. And he noticed that somebody pasted a piece of wallpaper on top of the black smudge. And it was carefully cut out so it would basically not be noticeable. Oh, he had a big grin on his face. He ran over to his sister, gave her a big hug. He's like, oh, you fixed it, didn't you? She's like, oh, you betcha. She's like, I found some extra wallpaper in the attic and patched it all up. And you know what? David was so excited that he had somebody that loved him that was willing to cover up his mistakes so that he wouldn't have to suffer the consequences. Do we know somebody that did that for us?
Jesus.
That's right. Jesus died for our sins so that we wouldn't have to suffer the consequences. I hope you guys learn that lesson and have a good day.